I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up. It look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, set. 51, now. Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On the ground, Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones has got Smith here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 3, check 3. X3, 218, chop it. Cut. Check. Hey, alert 3, alert. Hard. Ready.
Off play action. Jones. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's third down.
Ready. 70, Indy. Kill. Pilot, 64, wait. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Yo, you're fine.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go. Keep 15. Keep 15.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Michelle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Block will try to sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Here we go. Can't you stop?
On first down, Michelle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd and 9 now. This is caught. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
And they will run it with Michel. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Sony Michel, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Go there. 60 outlaw. 15, check right, 15. Set the tone, defense. 5.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And an alley to run. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Protein spill. Smoke.
Throwing, Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
80 weapons.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is Cook with the grab. 17 yards the pickup there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
You draw quarters.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
1st down, Bears.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
SOS. Slam, slam, slam.
On the ground is Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Leo! Switch! Under 10.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check safety. Check 13. Recon, 132 fighter.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Blue there. Check 37.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Come on, set. 60 or. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
15
They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You. Check your hot read. Check three. Kill. Rush in.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie.
58, come on. 58.
Ready?
Jones now on third down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return is Cohen. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, shoot. Check. Tight dog. Snap.
Back to throw here. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Undercrunch. Protein spill.
51 to Mike.
You better bring it. You better. Look at me. Door.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, let's go. 80 weapons. Time to go. Night. Check. Crunch. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, keep it up. Check 24. Fair. You got time. Get it.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Ready? 30 base. Mike 58, right there. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hit it.
Throwing on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, high 7.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Hey, Sam off. Stay with your man. 1, 2.
On first down, Sanders. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 29. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Check 4. 6-6, bullet high. Check nickel. Ready.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, I need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Bears punter now. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken at the 37. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
218, chop it. Hey, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 58.
On 2nd and 7, Jones, he gets it to Thomas. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
58.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Here's Jones, operating from the gun.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
You better be afraid of me. Fight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Go, go. Hey, Delta.
Now Jones. Off play action. Incomplete.
Jones' pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Smoke.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Get it.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pass.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Solomon Thomas has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That is caught by Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, an even 90 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll run for it with Michel, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a two-score game here in the fourth. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jones now on first down, setting up the screen for Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
That's what I do.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo.
Now Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
58, boys, 58, Mike. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 26, check 26.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught, Jones. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Switch. Go.
On first down, it's Cook. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
He's checking. Crash. Yes. Get it.
They'll run with Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Check back. Check. 80 weapon. Look. Squeeze. Check. Hit it.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 9. Go on. Come. Watch out. Deep grip.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 6. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Here we go. 61. Matchbox White. Bravo.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Step.
Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking downfield for Jones.